Pick a number 1 through 5. Don't think about it. 1 through 5. Put it in the comments. Okay, the first one, psychic development. We need to be trusting ourselves more with when we are getting these intuitive nudges and these guides, and we're overthinking it, overanalyzing, and saying, I think this is just coming from my own mind. No, babe, you were connected to a lot more multidimensional facets of yourself than you were actually aware of. And if we trusted ourselves a little bit more and followed what those higher awarenesses are trying to say, we would have a much smoother ride here on Earth in our journey because they can see more of the map, your soul contract, than you are able to right now. And it would help you develop your spiritual gifts tenfold, because being able to perceive into different frequencies and dimensions takes a lot of trust and faith in self, because it is the unseen. We're so accustomed to working with our tangible 5 senses because that's what we've been taught, that's what we've been programmed. Imagination is not something that's of value when it's everything. You are the creator. Every single thing starts from person's imaginations and is materialized into matter. This shirt, this card, this tapestry back here. You can do the same thing with your dreams, goals, and aspirations and actualize them into matter if we would trust our own mind and the things that we are receiving from these higher realms of existence. If you picked number 2, we have all wrapped up. So what your higher self is saying is that we are constricting ourselves. We are not showing up in our full power. Maybe that's because we experienced trauma and PTSD where we were told that we need to be a smaller version of self because we have so much love and compassion and empathy to share with persons, and not everybody is ready to receive that amount of love. Not everybody understands the depths of places that you have reached within yourself. You, even though sometimes have a difficult time expressing your emotions, at the same time you are so intensely tapped into them, and that is why you're so compassionate and empathetic, and why people love being in your energy field, the right people. You are just quote unquote too much for persons who had not found themselves in the first place. You were triggering to them. They're like, whoa, you are a bright shining light, and maybe I'm not feeling that way within myself, and so I lash out at you. Right? But we don't want to let that damper our own light, because there's so many people on the planet who absolutely love everything that you have to offer. Your personality, your laughter, your magic, your joy. Keep shining bright. Unwrap yourself, because when you do that, the people who are meant to be in your life can find you. For number 3, we have the ghost dance. Higher self is saying, hey, there's some things that we're holding on to from the past, memories, experiences. We're looking back in time to juxtapose where we're at right now, when in all reality, the past is not even real. The only thing that is happening is this now moment. At any time, you can choose to become a different person. You can have different personality traits, show up differently in the world, think different thoughts, take different actions. Right this second, choose to be whatever identity that you want to be. You can literally say, this is me now, period. This is what we are doing. This is what we are not doing in every single second. It's a matter of catching yourself when we are doing things that are non-preferable, behavioral patterns, thoughts, beliefs. Any second we can say, oh, wait a minute, that's not me. I don't know who that is, or that was a different version of me. That is not who I am today. We need to be inserting what we want to experience on a day-to-day basis. We need to be more forward momentum thinking, more forward momentum actions. You can literally say, I am in my most aligned timeline now. And there is nothing else I need to do other than decide. And when you do that, you are able to shift into that identity that you prefer and have those manifestations come in that are a frequency match to that identity. But it first begins with you identifying right now and letting go of all those things that have happened in the past. So for number 4, we have double mission. Lightworker starseed, serve the world by being you. Okay, with the double mission, this is, we are human and we are a multidimensional form. We are both one and the same. However, sometimes we are not super excited about being a human here because there's a lot going on. Okay? But the deeper that you are able to ground into Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, and your soul mission of why did I choose to incarnate here? What is it that I want to experience? Because there's so many beautiful things that only you can experience here on Earth. What are those things? What brings you joy and happiness and bliss and laughter? Because when you are able to re-spark that fire within you, that life force energy, and be really excited about your time here and what are all the things that I would love to accomplish and experience, and we start heading towards those, that is when you're able to connect more into your multidimensionality and these higher awarenesses and these psychic and these spiritual gifts and connecting to different incarnations, because your human decided to come here. Okay, so if we learn as the multidimensional form to take care of it a little bit more and help it fulfill its desires and dreams, then you are going to be able to feel just so much more whole, and that multidimensionality is going to be able to flow through you with so much more ease and grace and understanding, and you're able to merge the two into this beautiful metamorphic butterfly expansive version of self. Okay, number 5, we have open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable with self. Okay, higher self is saying we need to figure out what qualities that we love about ourselves. And are you accountable, motivated, determined? Do you really enjoy helping other people smile and lifting them up? Are you independent? What are the beautiful things that make you you? We need to be pouring into self 24/7. As somebody who is very self-aware and an overthinker sometimes, we are constantly working on self to improve. Sometimes that's our hyperfixation. And we're like, I am going to get the best out of me during this incarnation. But sometimes we're doing that from a place of lack and unworthiness, not holding boundaries with self of the way that we are speaking over us. And that comes from generational trauma, societal programming, religious programming, cultural programming. We need to bust out of that because self-punishment is not getting us anywhere. That is not fueling us towards our dreams and our goals and our visions. What we need to be doing is speaking these affirmations over self with these qualities that we really believe in. And so we need to take some time to figure out what those are and continuously pour them in. I love that I'm so confident. I love my big open heart. I love that I am super self-aware. I love that I continuously wake up every day and work towards what I want in life. Whatever those affirmations are for you throughout the day, when you are overthinking, catastrophizing, the negative self-talk, the limiting beliefs are coming up, whoa, we're going to pivot. Okay? What is something really nice that I can say about myself? And a shortcut to that is we have all of these inner children within us, and sometimes it's easier to take care of others than it is ourselves. And so if we think about that all of the words that we're speaking, our inner children are hearing those things. And what we don't want to do is regurgitate generational trauma. And so when those things are coming up, because most of them are coming up from childhood, we can say, hey, I'm going to speak some love over you. I'm going to hype you up. I'm going to tell you how special and amazing and magical you are, talking to them. And then you're both going to have this big giant smile, because the best form of love is not something that you're going to find externally. It's love that you're giving yourself internally. So you become that higher self to your inner children and hype them up throughout the day. And so I would love to hear in the comments which number that you chose, or maybe you chose multiple, and if they resonated with you. And I hope you have a super magical day.